Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my castle of confusion. And it's the last day before we start the Christmas month ahead. Yes, indeed, December the 1st, tomorrow. So that's going to be fun. I'm looking at Metal Slug 2 Super Vehicle, and I've done Metal Slug Part 1 already. So if you haven't seen that, just click on the videos and then click on the little search and put Metal Slug in there, and you can see the original, the first one, which is great. And this is the sequel, so there. Quite a few Metal Slug games, if I remember rightly, across a variety of systems. Now, the Neo-Geo arcade, I believe it was on the Neo CD as well, and other systems. I think PlayStation even had a version of the game, which is nice, because the PlayStation was a good platform for 2D gaming as much as it was for 3D gaming, so there we are. But I'm looking at this one on the Neo Geo, which in all rights was an arcade machine in your home. It was just a very expensive unit to have. I do believe the console cost around 150 to 200 pounds, which at the time was quite a lot of money. It might have been more than that, actually. But the games themselves were quite expensive as well, because you were essentially buying arcade ROMs, really. You were buying the actual arcade boards inside cartridge. So that was, that was the closest to the arcade you were ever going to get, prior to the PlayStation and that Sega machine that they bought out that tried to rival the PS1, unfortunately. The Saturn is what I'm of course referring to. It's a shame, really, because the Dreamcast and Saturn had such potential. It was just never really capitalised on, but that's a story for another time. So this game is a side-scrolling shooter, as you can see, and very entertaining it is too. Now, the difference between this one and the first game is you've got a variety of different characters you can choose from on this one, so you don't have to go with the standard choice. You can choose between this guy. There's a couple of ladies, and then there's the original dude from the first one. So there you go. There's a nice bit of variety there already. It's just over the top blasting fun. I mean, why is that? I've got a little guy there running around doing Hadoukens around. It's quite entertaining. Not sure what his actual purpose is. Guessing that he's just there to do Hadoukens, I guess. And there he goes, he's powering up, and there we go. I think he's there to help you. Oh, look, we've got Robo Camel. Awesome. Right, so we've got a camel with laser beams attached to it. Whoops. Yeah, so when you die, which is fairly simple in these games, by the way, then you lose your prisoners, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go. So let's have a quick look at the UI. In the top left, you can see we have your energy bar. And underneath that, you've got your lives. Next to that, you've got your ammunition for your current weapon, which is infinite at the moment, and how many bombs or grenades that you've got. Followed by the timer, and then followed by a two-player. Now, I don't know whether this is two-player at the same time. It might be cooperative, or it might be turn-based. I'm not sure. But if anyone knows the answer to that, let me know in the comments below. And actually, let me know if you've actually played any of the Metal Slug games, because I think that would be quite cool. Let's initiate a conversation in the comments about Metal Slug. Have you played any of this series? Which was your favourite in the series, and did you ever complete any of them? So yes, let's have a go with that in the comments section. Just a very brief thank you, actually, to everybody that's stuck with me. The channel seems to be growing now, which is nice. It's always nice to hear that people say that this channel is underrated and it should have more followers and all this kind of thing. But seriously, ladies and gents, if you enjoy the content, please share the videos, like the videos, comment on them. It all puts me up there on those search engines and all that kind of stuff. So I would very much appreciate that. And if you really do appreciate the channel, then go hop along to my Patreon page, which is in the description, and just have a look and see if there's anything there that might interest you in supporting the channel going forwards. I'm very generous, and I put cheap options on there. So please. Anyway, that was a boss fight, and it was a bloody impressive boss fight. Very big. And this is the thing with the Metal Gun. You said Metal Gear then. With the Metal Slug series, it's the bosses are OTT, to say the least, and Very fun to fight as well. What you'll find is sometimes you get a really good weapon, then the boss will kill you, and you lose that weapon instantly. You see, we start on the camel, but I think. Let's see. Oh, that's a really cute way of actually stopping your camel, or at least stopping you from being able to just carry on and be overpowered with it. I think it's quite cool. The thing is with that is that you notice the camel went and drank water, and then you kind of slid off. I think that's cool. So there's a variety of different weapons in the game. You've seen already that we've had the machine gun type weapon. Now we've got shotgun. There's pistols and flamethrowers and all sorts of stuff. Oh dear. Oh, okay. So we can. There's mummies in this level. Oh, that's really bizarre, but that's really cool. I actually like that. Let's talk about animations for a second, because the animations in this game are really good fun. Whoever came up with this series had a really good sense of humour, and if you play the Metal Slug series, you will see that across all the games. This is the second, and yeah, it works really well. The humour in the game is excellent, and I really do I like that. I appreciate humour in games. It makes it a little bit more fun. So you can see there's a variety of things that drop off the enemies that increase your score. In this case, it is gems, rubies, and sapphires, and all that kind of thing. So that's quite nice. I'm not sure what happens if you get breathed on too much. Do you die? I don't know. Well, we'll probably find out, because, well, if you're a regular to this channel, you'll know that things don't always go as I plan them to. But there. Here we go. So yes, this is a lovely game, and the animations are slick, and I really enjoy that aspect of it as well. It's really nice as well that you get infinite ammo, especially as well. You get infinite ammo with your pistol. You don't get infinite ammo on anything else. But yes, at least that's something, isn't it? So now we've got the shotgun again, which seems to blow these guys away in one hit, which is lovely. So maybe try and line them up and then blow them away in one line. So there we go. But the level design's really nice as well. Nothing really too taxing. In fact, most of the time, I remember in the original Metal Slug, there were arrows that showed you where to go, so it wasn't really that difficult to. Right, I'm a zombie now. Okay, that's cool. That ducking animation just puts me into the bandages. That's awesome. That's really fun. You see what I mean? Sense of humour, it's in check. It's great. It's fun. Metal Slug, have a go. If you've not played this game, I highly recommend it. Oh, I don't recommend shooting them, because they drop bombs on you or something. So let's have a go with this character here, because this is another one of the new ones. So we've got. You can see here that she's got this lovely weapon here. I'm going to try not to get hit by that. Oh, there's a dead adventurer. That's never good, is it? So, all in all, this game is fun. The sound is great as well. You've got a really interesting soundtrack, I'm going to say. It's not what you would expect from a shooter, but it is good fun, and it's high octane. It gets the blood pumping, and it really sets the scene for this game. And I've got flamethrower now. Oh, woo, look at that! Check it out. Which is nice. It's very good. And you know, when a game ticks all the boxes, like great sound, great graphics, and also let's move to controls, because again, very simple controls. There's only 3 that you need to worry about, and that is shoot, jump, and throw your grenades. Yes, very cool. So you haven't got much to worry about here. You aim with your directional pad, so that's very simple as well. You'll want to hold your finger down on the fire button, and then you'll move your I'm a zombie again with a ponytail, yay! And yeah, so you hold the fire button down, and then you can move your directional pad around to get yourself aimed and whatnot. So it works really quite nicely. And also, the other thing I've noticed as well while I've been playing along with this is that you can utilise a melee weapon of sorts. So the guy that we were just playing as, he was able to use a knife. This one sort of pushes them away. Again, that's quite a nice feature, because if you get into close quarters, it means that it will automatically switch from your gun to your knife, or whatever weapon you've got for melee combat. I'm going to go with this one now. So we'll go through all the characters so you get a chance to see all of them, which is always a nice thing for you lovely, lovely folks at home. I do like to spoil you with these reviews. And it's nice to play a game that's not pants, because that last one, yes, WWF in your house, I'm looking firmly in your direction, was a bit poo. And I'm saying that politely because I don't like swearing on the channel. But it does deserve a harsher word than poo, but not at this time. Maybe in a future video, eh? But that really should have been a Dungeon of Drax. But do you know what? It's so close to Christmas. I'm not even sure I could put anything into the room. It's into the dungeon at this point. But maybe in the new year when we start the channel up again. In fact, I'm probably not going to take much of a break over Christmas. The content will still be coming, but obviously over the actual Christmas period, I'm probably not going to be on. But I will make sure that there is entertainment aplenty. Yes, indeed. You know, it's the 1st of December tomorrow, so I'm going to be looking, hopefully, at some Christmas games over the coming weeks. And if you've got a favourite Christmas game that I maybe have not covered yet, then please, by all means, leave it in the comments. I will check it out, because I've kind of gone through quite a lot of Christmas games over the last few years. And I've got one coming up for the Commodore 64, which is a brand new one from an independent developer. So if there's any that you like that I've not covered, please let me know, because I love Christmas games. Well, I love the majority of Christmas games. I'm going to go back through and see which ones I've done, and then see if I can locate some more. Because, you know, it's that time of year where, yes, it's a bit of a sucky time, because there's, you know, this virus thing still hasn't gone away and all this kind of stuff. But I want to bring joy to the world. I want to bring joy to the masses. I want to bring peace and goodwill to all man. You see, I'm getting in the festive spirit already. And let me know what you've got for plans for Christmas. Not like I'm, you know, going to show up or anything, but, you know, it's just nice to compare notes. I'm going to be having a quiet one. My two boys are going to Sweden for Christmas with their family, so I'm going to be basically on my own with my eldest son and my mum. And that's pretty much it. Hope you see my delectable other half sometime during the day, hopefully. But that's my plan. It's going to be a quiet one this year. But, you know, sometimes quiet is good. It's just going to be different, and it's going to suck a bit. But you know what? I've got you guys, and I'm sure that we can regale ourselves with some great retro memories of Christmas games, past and present. Yes. So if you've got any Christmas games that you'd like me to have a look at, please let me know in the comments, and I will go and search for them wholeheartedly, and I will put them on the channel, and we'll have a great retro Christmas together. So there you go. That's coming up in the coming weeks. I can start December 1st with a Christmas game. What do you think, guys? Should we get in the Christmas spirit? Anyway, back to Metal Slug, which has got absolutely nothing to do with Christmas. I'm going to tell you now, it's a great game. The playability is absolutely fantastic in this game, and the replay value, you're just going to come back just because it's fun and because it's funny, and there's stuff that you're probably not going to hit the first time around. Excuse me. There's stuff that you're not going to see the first time around. Keep an eye on the backgrounds, because there's a lot going on in the backgrounds that you probably aren't even paying attention to, like the backdrops here, for example. These guys having a sociable cup of tea, and this guy having a sun lounge in the middle of a war zone, which is a bit strange, and I'm just going to wake him up. I'm just going to, yeah, there you go, he's dead now. You can have a long nap now, young man. So, but it's great. You got these little guys that climb up the ladders and stuff to try and get you, because we're on a train. Oh no, there's a new one. You've got shield. Ooh, naughty. But shields versus bullets. I mean, does it work? The other thing I'm trying to work out is why they spray milk in the air when you kill them. Does anyone know? Is this like a blood patch type thing? Is this like, oh no, we can't show blood, so we're just gonna make them squirt milk or water out of their systems? I don't know. Does anyone know the answer to that? It's a bit like Mortal Kombat, where you had to put a cheat code in to actually see the blood on the early releases for console. But I don't know. I don't know if that's intended or whether it's by design or whether it's censorship. Can anybody know the answer to that? Let me know in the comments. It's fun to find these things out, isn't it? Yeah, I don't want to get hit by the rocket. That's not fun. I want to we're going to... There we go. These tanks are quite cool, actually. Now, the thing about this train is when I throw grenades, it actually throws them off the train, not actually the stuff that you're aiming at. So that's quite hard to get a hit in. Look, he's trying to run away! Unlucky son. Yeah, so level design's great. I love this game, and this series is brilliant. I don't know if there's going to be any weak links in it, but I'm actually going to be looking at the entire series over time, which is going to be great. I'm actually trying to figure out how to configure my Amiga to run Doom, by the way, because that, I think, would probably be a little bit special if I can get it to work. I've got it working, but it's slow as a dog, so I think I need to get an expansion accelerator board or something, and we'll get that sorted as well, because I would like to bring stuff to you that you might not have seen before. And, well, yeah, that's kind of part of the channel. There's going to be stuff that you go, oh, yes, I remember this game. You might not say it just like that, but you will remember the game. It'll invoke those memories of past, and whether or not they will be good memories or bad memories of putting money into a machine and then wishing you hadn't. A little bit like me with Dragon's Lair. That was the one that I pumped about £5 into and died every single time on the first screen, because by God, that game's difficult. If you've not played Dragon's Lair on the arcade, then yeah, well, good luck if you haven't actually managed to get anywhere with it. It's really difficult, and obviously you had to do directional buttons at the right time, but it didn't really show you what you had to do and when you had to do it. You had to figure it out yourself. But it was like an interactive cartoon movie. Maybe Dragon's Lair will be coming to the channel at some point. I'm probably not going to get very far on it, but it would be good for you guys to see it perhaps, and we'll go from there. But yes, I've got so much to bring to this channel, so much, and you guys always bring me suggestions as well, which is nice. I'll be looking at doing a new book of fan reviews soon, where I'll be putting down lists of exclusive lists for you guys, and there'll also be some exclusive Patreon videos coming soon as well. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, then it's all coming in 2022, where hopefully this world will stop being the apocalyptic nightmare that it is at the moment. But hey, you know, you've still got me. I'm not going anywhere. I've got this channel. You've got this channel. We're going to have some fun together. We are a retro nation. In fact, God, that's a good name for a channel, isn't it? Anyway, never mind. So, yes, I really enjoy having you guys along, and I really do appreciate the fact that you guys stick around, watch the videos, comment and everything like that. It makes my day. When my email says that such and such has commented, it's great. So, thank you ever so much for the people that do comment. For those of you who are a little bit shy, don't be shy. Come on, pull up a chair, grab a glass of Vimto. That's retro, isn't it? And, you know, come and join the community. Come and join the community. We are going to be retro all the way through. The other thing I wanted to ask you guys is if I could do PlayStation 3, because we are kind of, I know it's not strictly retro, but there are some cracking games on it. Would it be okay, do you think, if I put a feature in once every now and again that featured a PlayStation 3 game, and maybe we have like an episode where it's a more up-to-date game? I don't know. I would like your feedback. Or would it be better that I did a separate channel? But, you know, PlayStation 3 is cracking on a bit now, so it's not going to be too long before it's classed as retro, I suppose. But I do like your feedback. So it wouldn't be, like, very often. Not like, you know, wouldn't be like once a week or anything like that. But it would give the channel more to play with, shall we say. Totally up to you guys. I've been looking forward to your feedback. But I'm going to leave it there anyway, because I've waffled on quite enough. And oh, by the way, age rating, yes, I would probably say around 12 to 14 years on this one, just because of the violence level. I know it's cartoon and all that kind of stuff, and the kids probably see worse on the TV these days, blah blah blah, but I'm a responsible adult sometimes, and I don't want anybody getting into any trouble. So, you know, this channel is, although technically it's family friendly, but I have to put it's not suitable for kids. It's such a weird thing, but never mind. That's YouTube's policies, folks. So, but yeah, there you go. That's pretty much it for me. I think I've covered all criteria, and I hope you've enjoyed the review. I'm going to leave you with some more minutes of this video, see if we can get to the end of this level at least, and then I shall bid you farewell, and I will see you in December, which oddly is very soon. But I hope you've enjoyed Metal Slug 2 on the Neo-Geo, and I will be back very soon with a brand new review. Review? What's a review? Review. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, You have yourselves a good evening, and I will see you very soon. Probably tomorrow, the 1st of December. We can't not have a review on the 1st of December, but I think it's going to be a Crimbo. Just a warning, yeah. But it'll be a brand new Crimbo one. Oh yes, I don't mess about. Anyway, folks, until the next time, you keep it retro, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video, and it's bye for now. Ta-da!
Mission complete.
Incoming transmission.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.